Hey everyone, good news for South America. It's been months since the end of the DPC Tour 3, and teams like SG Esports had to come up public about not receiving their payments. On December 14, 2022, 4D Esports officially announced that they have fully paid out teams and their prize pool winnings. 4D Esports talks about the communication they had during the entire process, but it was privately, and they will not walk down the same path in the future and communicate publicly. Our commitment is to not fail like this ever again. We hope that we can rebuild the trust of the part of the community that felt betrayed. It's our duty now to keep working as hard as possible to never let this happen again, and keep the communication publicly to acknowledge a mistake or celebrate a victory. Sticking with South America, sounds like this season's new organizers, ESB, are not offering the English broadcast any payment for covering the region. Brazilian broadcaster Gustavo Bowie Matos wrote a tweet longer expressing his frustration on the situation. Bowie has been covering the South American Dota 2 scene for the last 3 years in various capacity and organizations. He wrote that this is a slap in the face for the English broadcasters, where they would need to host and have a panel. I can say with certainty that the region that I've been dedicating the last 3 years of my life might not have a stream that lives up to its potential because the organizers for the South America English DPC won't be paying the casters to do it. This upcoming South America DPC will feature teams like Evil Geniuses and Alliance Latam, perhaps one of the strongest lineup the region have ever seen. Meanwhile, in Division 2, Dreamers Esports have announced their mid-player, Gianluca Migi Mendoza, have been banned from all future Valve events following an investigation for match fixing. Dreamers announced it on their Facebook page. PGL and Valve also announced that they had banned 10 players for account sharing or impersonating another player. One of the noticeable names was Virtus.pro's new carry player, Kamil Koma Itikmirov. Virtus.pro has said that they will conduct their own internal investigation and will share the details afterwards. In the other end of the world, Southeast Asia, TNC Pro Team Dota 2 will not be participating in this upcoming DPC season. TNC's CEO and founder Eric Ridolfin went onto Facebook to make the difficult announcement. Ridolfin talked about how they had planned, but unfortunately it didn't come to fruition and they decided to step away.
I have an important announcement to make. This is a very tough and difficult decision. TNC Pro Team Dota 2 will not be participating in the upcoming DPC season. The organization will take a break in a competitive scene and support the landscape from the sidelines. There were a lot of discussions, negotiations, and moving parts to make this happen. Unfortunately, this plan did not come into life for TNC. This is not the end of our journey. We will continue our TI dream to bring home the ages. TNC will rise again.
Team Liquid updated their stance on participating in events in the UAE. Last season during the Riyadh Master, they tweeted about the human rights situation in Saudi Arabia. This week, they reiterated their values and commitment. Team Liquid said they have to participate in these events because it could affect their teams in esports, and they also understand that esports careers aren't long and players will need to maximize their opportunity in their gaming careers. Team Liquid is committed to donating money and their prize winning to Rainbow Railroad, as well as working with event organizers to ensure the safety of the players and staff. We are working hard to be an increasingly inclusive force in esports, and we know that working with these governments, event indirectly flies in the face of our own values. These events present real opportunity for our players, many of whom have short careers with few guarantees. In some cases, Team Liquid must compete in these events to stay in certain esports. We are giving 22,500 USD to Rainbow Railroad directly from our funds. This is 50% of our organization's share of the prize cut from recent events that we attended in Saudi Arabia. We are also continuing to work with ESL and the Lever teams on a list of commitments, including but not limited to safety guarantees at events for all players and staff regardless of their gender or how they identify. Valve released a second Battle Pass bundle. The bundle comes with 120 levels, 9 Immortal 1, 6 Immortal 2, 6 Aegis Heirlooms, and 6 Battle Pass collection treasures. You can buy up to 2 bundles if you did not buy a bundle the first time around. This is your last chance to increase your Battle Pass for the Faceless Void Arcana. Before we end this week, OG has qualified to the close qualifiers, and here's how they got there. Thanks for watching. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Happy holidays, and we'll see you next time.
Its middle tower ain't radiating no more on that.